In the US, 12% of people are living in poverty, which means about 40 million people are living in poverty today. Worldwide, more than 730 million people live in poverty. Poverty is a major domestic and a global issue. A lot of young innocent children are living on the streets without parents or guardians to watch over. No homes for them to stay, no protection or security to keep them safe, so they don't have to worry about what is going to happen when they go to sleep. They're dying of hunger every day, wandering around the streets looking for food. Many don't make it because they're either kidnapped or even worse, killed. The only thing they can think about is how to stay alive and hope to see the next day. There are many families living in poverty around the world. Hello, I'm Joyce, and I'm going to share with you what life is like in poverty, women and children in poverty, and what we can do to help those who are in need. What life is like in poverty. There is not enough food, water, clothes, or shelter for kids and parents to survive. My mother and father once lived in poverty, and it was hard for them because they were kids and were separated from their parents because of the war in Sudan. My mom ran away with her baby brother and found a hole underground. She decided to stay there because it was safer, but little did she know there was a snake resting by her. She tried to stay calm and hope the baby wouldn't wake up and cry. Suddenly the snake started to move. My mom hesitated. The snake got out of the ground and went away. She was happier than ever, but they still have to be careful because of the war and the soldiers outside. Many adults and children lost their homes during the 1983 to 2005 Sudan Civil War. Thousands of parents and young children lost their lives. Many left behind with no relatives to watch over. Hundreds of lost kids are in the dry deserts looking for food and water to survive the hot summer. Some didn't get to come back home because they were found and killed by soldiers or killed and eaten by wild animals. During the war, everyone tried to stay together by hiding in caves. All they can do is pray and hope to not be found, killed, or eaten. It was really hard to find a place for them to stay because there were dangerous animals and soldiers everywhere. There are more women and children living in poverty than men. Of all the people who own agricultural land, women only own 20%. The reason for the causes is women are being abused and beaten, young girls are being raped and killed. Many run away from their homes because they couldn't handle the abuse at home. There are 122 women for every 100 men in poverty, ages 25 to 34. In Congo, Africa, children are being kidnapped every night when they fall asleep. Their parents try to keep them safe and protected. Children suffer in poverty at twice the rate of adults. 160 million children are at risk of continuing extreme poverty by 2030. Women and children are in desperate of our help. One of the best ways to alleviate poverty is to help women and children by making sure they get an education and teach them business in school. If every woman and child who live in poverty can get an education, there will be less people in poverty and more people in business and success. There will be less suffering and hunger. Some of the ways we can help include offering microloans, teaching how to fight malnutrition, and passing laws that can help gender equality and donate resources. I want you to take this story I shared with you and share it with others and let them know these people and children are just like us. They're no different than us and they need to be viewed the way we view our family and friends. Because those young children deserve better than living on the streets, suffering from hunger, trying to stay alive and safe. Those children have dreams just like everyone. Every day they dream of having home, something to eat, clothes, and some dream of having parents, just like every day they see a child holding their mom or dad on their way to school. Make those children's dreams come true.